Hi painting people. In my most recent video I did this landscape. It's an imaginary landscape. I really had fun doing it, and I'm going to do another one today, but it's going to have a different twist on it than one I do today. Different colors. But first of all, if you haven't seen this video, I hope you'll watch this, because I say different things in this video than I will today since I don't have a script. You never know what I'm going to say. But here's what I'm doing now. I have a 10 by 20 canvas, same as what this is, and I'm going to be doing some different colors today. The same technique as this was. It's a double swipe landscape with a bonus twist at the end. So here we go. I'm going to talk about the colors as I use them. I have two different blues mixed up, and I added white to these blues. It doesn't matter what kind of blue you use, just pick out a couple of blues, add some white to it so the sky remains light. This is going to be the sky. So here I go with the first blue. Second blue, this one's a little more of a turquoisey. We're going to do, everything's going to be a horizontal stripe to start out with. And then I picked a red for my mountain color. I like mountains, so I'm going to do another mountain. And what I did was I added just a tiny bit of black to this red because I wanted it to dull it down just a little bit so it wouldn't be so bright. Since these mountains are basically kind of distant, just a tiny, tiny bit of black, it dulls it down. And since I like this green that I did in this previous landscape, I use the same green again. And this is the foreground. I always like gold. It makes a nice warm foreground. It seems to do interesting things. So here's some gold. Maybe run it through the green just a little bit. Doesn't have to be neat. And then yellow. Make some stripes. Now I had a little bit of leftover pink. I'm just going to put it right here. Just a small amount. And maybe it'll show up, maybe it won't. Now for my swipe color, it's going to be white. I put the white up here at the top. And now I'm going to get my big spatula, and I'm going to do the first swipe direction. I'm going to go this way. The reason I do this is because I like it when the colors cross over each other and they kind of mix a little bit to make some interesting blends. I'm wiping it off between each swipe to keep it kind of a clean swipe. See, some cells are coming up, but that's going to change because I'm going to swipe it again. All right. There's the first swipe going in that direction. Now, since this is a landscape, I'm going to reestablish these horizontal lines by going in this direction, but I'm switching to my little palette knife because I like to control it a little bit more. So this will take several passes, but I'm going to reestablish the sky here. Now here comes the mountain. Sort of zigzagging a little bit. I'm just going to keep going. I can work on this again. I'm going to go down here to the foreground. You've got some green, which could be trees. Just sort of a wavy, kind of a fun foreground. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Clean knife. I'm going to work on this little mountain range here to get this red showing back up. The blue kind of wanted to push into it. Tilt just a little bit too. This is where you have to decide how you want to play with this, because you never know what's going to happen. See, there's a kind of a decent mountain range. Now I'm looking at this right here, this green. Maybe I'll swipe it up. I'll play in here a little bit, make some trees. Decide what this wants to be. I have a tendency, I kind of like pine trees, so I think in terms of pine trees myself. So I have little pointy things here. You may like some other types of trees if you do this. I like mountains and I like pine trees. And if you like a straighter landscape, if you live in a flat landscape and you want to depict that, you can do a straight horizon line. I like it to look like I'm looking at some distant mountains. Maybe drag it around a little bit, make a little variation here. This looks nice. You can see this pink showed up just a little bit for some interest. These kind of remind me of rocks. I'll probably leave this alone. Maybe just see some gold will come up, something like that. Just giving it some little waviness. You can do as much or as little as you want here. But this is kind of an okay landscape. Now I'm going to turn it around so the sky is towards me. And here's what I'm going to do as a bonus. I'm going to swipe this sky in a diagonal direction, and we'll see how this looks. I'm wiping in between each swipe. I have quite a bit of paint here, so it's also helping me pull some of this excess paint off. It's going to soften the sky a little bit, make it a little more blue. And there it is. Just retouch up the mountain range here. And so you can see what happened here with the diagonal swipe. It helps separate the sky from the mountain. Makes it a little more viewable as a sky and a landscape. So that was the idea that I came up with. Just changing the direction will really make a difference. You could potentially change a direction down here, but for this painting, I'm going to leave these as horizontals, and you got the diagonal sky, and there you have a very imaginary landscape. So here we have the same technique, the double swipe as last time, a different outcome, and that's it. I'm going to stop right there. So in just a few minutes, we have another imaginary landscape. I hope you like this idea. I hope you'll subscribe to my channel, comment, tell me what you think. I have a supply list down below. I also have a Patreon page. You can join me over there. There's a lot of written content, other videos that aren't here on YouTube. So give it a try. Check out the double swipe. You go this direction first, and then you reestablish your horizontalness, and there's your landscape. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.